welcome to the first video on this channel. Today, as you can probably tell by the name of the video, I'm going to be ranking every single James Bond film. So, if you enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notifications so you don't miss any more of my content. And let's get started. At 27, I feel like it's obviously stated. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, I am also counting non-Eon produced, non-Bond films. Number 27, I have Casino Royale, 1967. This film is something that is just insane. It's a film that has, I want to say, no plot. I've seen clips of it on YouTube and I'm just like, there is no way I'm going to buy that film and watch it. I do not want to waste 2 hours of my life watching a film that shouldn't exist. This film is, from what I've seen, a complete load of rubbish. And it's got David Niven as James Bond and Orson Welles as Le Chiffre. And for this Casino Royale, the Casino Royale that we all know and love is a lot higher on this list, and this film's terrible. So yeah, number 27, Casino Royale, 1967. At the number 26 spot, I have a film that I kind of want to put higher, but it's just terrible. I've got Never Say Never Again, 1983. It's got Sean Connery, but that's about it. It's got Largo in it, a villain that is not great, I want to say, in both the performances that Largo brings out in James Bond. This film has some great scenes. The fight scene at the start against Pat Roach, who's the big, bold, bodybuilder Nazi guy in Indiana Jones. That fight scene is just fantastic. Pat Roach versus Sean Connery. That's a great fight scene. And the bit when Largo and Bond are having that weird fighting simulator domination of the world thing, that's fantastic as well. And there's some great scenes in it. But when I last watched this film, the first time I watched this film, I've never watched it since because it's just so terrible, is it just gets so boring towards the end of the film. I was just like, oh, the shootout's happening in that one place. Who the bloody hell cares? So yeah, not a great film. You know, it's got 26 for a reason, because it's just terrible. At the number 25 spot, maybe of no surprise, unless you're a big fan of this film, Quantum of Solace. I mean, 2008, it's just terrible. It's an hour and 47 minutes of just total boredom. It's got the worst villain, probably in James Bond, and it's just rubbish. It's just so terrible. I've never seen it's just so terrible. This is the first non-Eon produced Bond films, so if you want to not count Casino Royale, 1967, and Never Say Never Again, this is the worst Bond film. Because it just is. It's just so boring. It's terrible. And I can't even remember what happens in it. There's probably some clips playing on the screen right now. But it's just terrible. It's just so rubbish. I don't even know why it even exists, to be honest. It's a follow-up of Casino Royale. One of my favourite Bond films, I want to say. And that's spoilers, actually. But yeah, it's going to be quite high. You could probably guess that's a great film. But Quantum of Solace is just terrible. It's just terrible. And it's a film I will probably never watch again, because it's so terrible. At the number 24 spot, I have A View to a Kill, 1985. I don't even know what this. It's just terrible. It's got Christopher Walken, and that's really saying something because it's terrible and it's got Christopher Walken. It's just it's just very disappointing on Christopher Walken's part, and I don't see the humour. I don't see it, and Roger Moore's 57. 57. No, he's way too old for the role. You can already see it in probably Moonraker that he's just so old that it's just ridiculous. But this film it's just terrible. I don't know what to say. Let's move on. Next up, at the number 23 spot, and probably again no surprise, it's Die Another Day, 2002. I mean, the first, I'd say 20 minutes of the film, it's good. He's like in this place and he brings these diamonds in and they're like, oh no, they're fake or whatever. And he blows it all up and he escapes and he gets sent to that North Korean prison. That's fantastic. I love that. That's pretty much why it's so high on the list, not gonna lie. The rest of the film is absolutely appalling. That one bloody character, the villain guy, walks around for like 2 years with diamonds stuck in his face. What are you doing? Take him out. You could sell him for a fortune. You've got diamonds in your face for no reason. What are you doing? It's ridiculous. And Pierce Brosnan, let's be honest, he has a... I do feel bad for Pierce Brosnan because most of his films are just not great at all. And there's one that's a lot higher on the list than the other three, and that's for an obvious reason that it's actually not that bad of a film. That being said, Die Another Day, 2002. Last Brosnan film, and for a great reason. It's just so bad, it's terrible. Move on. At the number 22 spot, maybe a slight surprise to you, I've actually got The Living Daylights, 1987. This is a film that the first time I watched it, it was appalling. It was boring. I didn't even know what was going on. Like trying to transfer his heart or something to Timothy Dalton is appalling in this film. He's brilliant in the next film that he's in. He only did 2 though, and for a good reason. He's not a very good Bond. He's alright, but he's just not great. He did 2 films. I mean, he's obviously going to come second last. But Timothy Dalton, he's okay in the film, I guess, but this film is just so boring and dull, and the Bond girl system again. They have had like 15, 16 films with the same system. And it feels like they're the same villain every film they make. What's that about? It's ridiculous. Let's move on. At the number 21 spot is a 1967 film, If You Only Live Twice. I just think this film's just kind of boring. Like, nothing happens in it. Nothing transpires. There are some good bits in it, and I'm really debating putting it lower on the list at this point in time, but I'm not. But this film is just so boring. That whole sequence where he's in Japan. No, it's terrible. That film drags way longer than it needs to be. You feel like it should end halfway through. I mean, come on, guys. make a better film. This film could have been like an hour and a half, but they needed to push it way longer than it needs to be. And it's a problem with a lot of James Bond movies, that they push them way longer than they need to be. It's ridiculous. This film is at number 21 for a reason, and that's because it's terrible. Let's move on. At the number 20 spot, I have Thunderball 1965. Again, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see why you would enjoy this film. It's alright, it's watchable, and it's a film I've watched twice in my entire life, and it's okay. Largo is okay in it. I just think it's just kind of a bad character, less of such bad acting. I think the guy who plays Largo in both films is alright. Just alright. I mean, yeah, so Thunderball, most of the film's underwater. And it really does get boring. I mean, come on, guys, let's speed it up. Let's speed it up a little bit. Come on. I don't see why you would enjoy this film. It's just terrible. Let's move on. At the number 19 spot is a Brosnan film, that is, again, just not very good. It's Tomorrow Never Dies, 1997. I know I could have put this way higher, but I don't see it. I don't see why you would enjoy this film. I like the music. The music's alright, but the best scene in the entire film is when that one woman gets fired. Like, what? Like, there's some good bits in it. I like the way he's like making the news before it happens, and it's a great concept, don't get me wrong. But it's rubbish. And that's pretty much all I've got to say about this movie. It's just rubbish. Like a lot of the Brosnans. Let's move on. At the number 18 spot, a film that I debated putting lower than Tomorrow Never Dies, because they're both not great. It's The World Is Not Enough, 1999, and I'm sorry, I think this is terrible as well. I don't connect with the Brosnan films at all, and obviously his first film is a bit higher than The World Is Not Enough, because it is actually quite a decent film. The World Is Not Enough, however, is again not very good. I don't get it. You wouldn't kill a woman, James. Are you aware that he's killed like 50 women in Bond films? What's that about? And then M just walks upstairs and Bond just jumps out the window. And again, Tomorrow Never Dies is all about tech. It's all about tech. And that's something that I really don't like about this film. I think it is Tomorrow Never Dies where Q gives him that remote control car. That's quite cool. But a problem with the Brosnan era is that it's just full of tech. And it's just stupid. I don't know why they did this. Let's move on. So, at the number 17 spot, this is where I kind of enjoy the films, but they're still not great. It's Octopussy, 1983. Again, Roger Moore. He's way too old, but look how far we've come since A View to a Kill. A View to a Kill was 24. The next Roger Moore film hasn't popped up until 17. That's pretty good for Roger Moore. And Octopussy, I think it's an okay film. I just think the concept's a little bit weird and the villain's not great. But, it's actually an alright film. I don't like the way he dressed up as a clown and like a gorilla. That's just weird. And there are some good bits in it when he's like jumping from that car to the train, and it's actually a pretty good film. It's actually pretty good. I didn't put it high because there's simply films that's better than it. Let's move on. At the number 16 spot, I have Spectre, 2015. I think this is the second Daniel Craig film on my list. And it's a film that, again, it's okay. Christoph Waltz is in it, who's a pretty decent actor, a pretty good actor. He's great in so many of the films he's done, and he's great in this. But I was thinking yesterday, well, the day before yesterday, while writing this list, Christoph Waltz realised in those films where he's brilliant at playing a villain that the villain thinks he's doing good. Because every villain in history thinks they're doing best for society. What Christoph Waltz failed to realise about Blofeld is that Blofeld knows he's evil. And Christoph Waltz didn't realise that. Other than that, it's a decent film. I don't like the whole brotherly concept thing, that's just stupid. I mean, oh, I don't like you, James Bond, I'm going to kill you and poke spikes in your eye and kill all your best friends because our dad didn't teach us skiing. Are you kidding me? That's just ridiculous. And I mean, come on, guys. In On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Telly Savalas is clearly seen skiing. Did you just forget about that? No, yeah, no, it's just as stupid. This film is not great, and that ending where it's like, go on, pull the trigger, go on, do it. That's not how Blofeld would act. Blofeld would be begging for his life, and Calvin Dyson explains it brilliantly in his video, and that's not how Blofeld would act in a situation like that. But it's how he did act, which is just weird to me, and it's just stupid. I mean, I don't like this film that much, and I put it pretty decent on the list. I feel like I was being a bit biased because Christoph Waltz is in it, and I think Christoph Waltz is a phenomenal actor. But it's still not a very good film. Let's move on. At the number 15 spot, I have The Spy Who Loved Me. I'm sorry, this is so low. 1977. I find this film boring. It's got Jaws in it. It was a great villain. And that guy who's on Under the Sea, I can't think of his name now. Pretty forgettable villain if you ask me. But he's an okay villain. He's pretty good at making... Or what's he even doing? I don't even know. Like stealing nukes or something? I don't even know. This just shows how boring the film is and how forgettable it is. I did make it to the end of this film. It's not bad. It's just not great. Let's move on. At the number 14 spot, I Have No Time to Die. I'm sorry for putting this so low. I don't think it's very good. I really don't. The villain is terrible. The villain's probably the second worst in the entire franchise. It's just terrible. But the rest of the film, it drags so long. It's almost a 3-hour long film. I don't know why this film's so long. It could be cut down an hour less than it needed. An hour and probably about an hour and 20 minutes less than it needed to be. I like the whole bits with that whole bug, whatever. I don't even know. I'm just gonna move on because I don't even know what to say about this film. It's just not great. Let's move on. We are now going to move on to my number 13 pick. May actually kind of surprise you. It's GoldenEye. The best of the Brosnans. This one came out in 1995. I just think it's just so... It's good, but the top 10 is where films get really good. And it's number 13. That's not 9. So, you know, not a great film. It's a bit cringe. For England, James. No, for me. And he just kicks him off and he's just lying there like he just survived a 100-foot fall. And then a big fire pit lands on him. That's just so stupid. Yeah, not a great film. But it's alright, so yeah. At the number 12 spot, this is kind of where I start to like the films. For Your Eyes Only, 1981. I think this is actually quite a good film. It's got Julian Glover in it. It's great in Star Wars. I don't even know who he plays in Harry Potter. I don't know who Aragog is, if you could let me know. And is he in Lord of the Rings? I can't remember. But yeah, he's a pretty good villain, and I think this is a pretty good film. I like the way it's not weird, and yeah, it's a pretty decent film. Now, I am trying to avoid spoilers as much as possible. But number 11, I have Doctor No. Doctor No, 1962. This is a film that is very good. It's got Quarrel in it, who I think is great. Dr. No, Joseph Wiseman, is a fantastic actor and he's a fantastic villain in that film. And James Bond, the first Sean Connery, is like trying to like find its footing a little bit, and I actually really like that. It's a great film, and it's definitely worthy of probably this spot. I think it's a fair place to put Doctor No. Let's move on. At the number 10 spot, this is where I really start to like the films. I've actually got Live and Let Die, 1973. Now, basically the basic sum up of the film is 3 agents are murdered. They have to try and figure out who murdered them. They find out that it's actually Kananga, this guy who's on this fictional country of San Monique, and he's like got loads of like plants. I think it's heroin. Could be something else. I'm not entirely sure what those plants are. I think it's heroin. And there's all this dark magic and voodoo dolls and things. I think it's such a different film, and it's so great. This is only, I think, the 4th Roger Moore film on this list. No, it could be the 5th actually, because For Your Eyes Only. I don't know. I think it's great. It's very good, and I love it. Let's move on. Number 9, another fantastic film, Casino Royale, 2006. This is a film that I used to really love. When I last watched it, I would have probably said it was like number 4 the first time I watched it. Now I watched it since it's actually gone quite far down, because it's got the best scene in James Bond. It's got the best half an hour in James Bond, in my opinion, with the poker game. But I don't think the rest of the film is that good, to be honest. But just because of that amazing scene with Matt Mikkelsen, that whole half an hour of that poker game is absolutely extraordinary. It's fantastic. I don't think I even need to tell you this. It's just brilliant. Let's move on. Number 8, I have From Russia With Love. This is A Robert Shaw film. I love the half an hour of just pure tension on that train. That's fantastic. I love the whole train thing, and I don't even know when that's ended. It's just a great film. I like the villains. It's the first one with Blofeld, technically. Let's just move on, because I feel like I don't need to tell you that film is brilliant. At the number 7 spot, I have Moonraker. I'm gonna do the next few in just one thing, because I feel like I really need to justify my case with my next few picks. Moonraker is a great film with a great villain. I love Star Trek and I love Star Wars, and I think the whole space sequence is fantastic. I love it. You may not, but I do. I think Moonraker is very good. Number 6, I've got Man with the Golden Gun. Again, Christopher Lee, Mr. Scaramanga. I love just both, and even though they're the same person, Roger Moore is again fantastic in this film. And I just think that it's a good film. I love Sheriff J.W. Pepper. He's just fantastic. Wait a minute, boy, you're that secret agent. That's just fantastic. Great film. Man with the Golden Gun. Number 5, I have On Her Majesty's Secret Service, 1969. I think this is good as well. I don't know why, but I just do. Telly Savalas is a great Blofeld. I think it does go on a little bit, but it's still great. The ending's very sad and it's a very different Bond film. It's a bit of a standalone Bond film, and I think it's just great. Number 4, Diamonds Are Forever. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get so much hate for these 4. But Diamonds Are Forever, I think it's just so good. I'm not gonna lie. I like Charles Gray. He's a great Blofeld. A lot of people don't like Charles Gray's Blofeld. I don't get it. He's charming. Good evening, Mr. Bond. Good evening, 007. I just think he's just a great actor, and he's pretty perfect as Blofeld. Yeah, great actor, and a good film. Good film. The final proper Sean Connery Bond film, and I think it's great. Let's move on. And number 3, and I'm sorry, I feel like it should be number 2, but I'm gonna stick at number 3 for now. I've got Skyfall. Skyfall is a film that is just phenomenal. I love Silver. I don't know what his actual name is, but Silver, we'll just call him Silver. He's fantastic. Javier Bardem, fantastic. I love the whole sequence in the house, let's be honest. Who doesn't? I think it's great film with a great villain and great acting. And that's pretty much why it's at number 3. Let's move on. Number 2. License to Kill. I'm sorry, I know, I've done wrong. Saying that this is better than Skyfall, I'm sorry. but I really do think that it's brilliant. I really do. I love the theme. I love Timothy Dalton in this film. I love the acting. I love the sets. I love the way the villain is a proper villain. Using Felix Leiter, the same Felix Leiter from Live and Let Die, returns in this film, and it's a pretty sad story what happens to Leiter in that film. And I just think it's great. Let's move on. Finally, let's get this video done. Number 1, Goldfinger. I think, again, fantastic film. Gert Frober's Gold. This film outswarms all other films on this list. This film is like a 9.6 out of 10. The rest are all probably less than a 9. I really like this film. I really do. I love... I love Odd Job. I love the way that they're trying to rob Fort Knox, and I just love this film, and it's a top tier film for me, and that is why it's so high on my list. So yeah, we are done with this list. This video it's actually taken longer than I expected. I've been sat to about 45 minutes. But anyway, a great series of 25 films. If you want to count, Notting Hill produced 27 films. I love this series of films, and I will probably always love this series of films. As I said at the start, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, notifications, so you get notified whenever I upload another ranking similar to this, or I do a movie review. I will do some proper movie reviews, in-depth reviews of each of these Bond films at some point. I know I've done so many shorts on Bond films and Death Wish, and I've done that one first short and telling them what's going to happen on this channel. I know that this channel will hopefully be a success, and I really want it to be a success. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time.